I had already filmed this video and the video messed up, so I'm going to go ahead and re-explain what I had. We're looking at solving the following equations, and these are what we call rational equations because you've got two rational expressions. This is actually what we call a proportion. 19 on your review, A, 2 over x plus 2 equals 3 over x plus 4 is a rational equation. Now, what I'm going to do is, since I only have one rational expression on each side with only a single factor, I'm going to cross multiply. So 2 times x plus 4 is 2x plus 8. You can see I have it written here. And 3 times x plus 2 is 3x plus 6. I then subtracted the 2 from both sides. That gave me x plus 6 over here and 8 over here. Then I subtracted the 6 from both sides to get the x by itself, and that gave me 2. For B, I have multiple terms on one side, so multiple rational expressions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the entire equation by the lowest common denominator. And I use this over here as an example, 1/7 and 9/4. 7 and 4 don't go into each other, and the lowest number they go into is the product of each other, the 7 times 4. So 28 is your lowest common denominator. Well, we got that by doing 7 times 4 because there wasn't anything else to do. That's what we're doing here. The lowest common denominator between these three is going to be the product, x minus 3 times x plus 1. That's the only way we would get all three of these to match. So I'm going to multiply the entire equation by the lowest common denominator, which is x minus 3 times x plus 1. When I multiply the first term times the lowest common denominator, the x plus 1's cancel, and I'm left with 3 and x plus 3. When I multiply the second term times the lowest common denominator, the x minus 3's cancel, and I'm left with 2 times x plus 1. When I multiply the third term times the lowest common denominator, I'm left with 6 times x plus 1 because those would cancel. Then I distributed 3x minus 9 because 3 times 3 plus 2x plus 2 distributed to the 2 equals 6x plus 6. Then I combined like terms. I had 3x and 2x, which is 5x, negative 9 plus 2, which is negative 7, and on the side 6x plus 6. So I subtracted 5x from both sides, and I got x plus 6 on this side and negative 7 on this side. So my last step is going to be to subtract a 6. I get negative 13 equals x. So if I were to go back up here and plug in negative 13, it should make my equation work. Negative 13 plus 1 is negative 12. 3 over negative 12. 2 over negative 16, so negative 1/8 and negative 1/4 should equal 3/8. And you'll see that it does work out. So that's how you do 19A and B. So now let's actually work on C. 19C is 6 over x minus 8 equals 5 over x plus 2. And again, I can solve this by multiplying by the lowest common denominator, which is x minus 8 times x plus 2. But I'm not going to do that way. I'm going to cross multiply. So 6 times x plus 2 on one side, and 5 times x minus 8 on the other. Now you use your distribution. You have 6 times x, which is 6x, 6 times 2, which is 12, 5 times x, which is 5x, and 5 times negative 8, which is negative 40. I want to combine, so I'm going to move the 5x over. So that gives me x plus 12 on this side and leaves negative 40 on that side. My next step is going to be to move the 12 over with the 40. So I'm going to subtract it. So x equals negative 52. And that is your answer. If you plug it in, you get 6 over negative 60, which is negative 1/10. And if you plug this in, you get 5 over negative 50, which is negative 1/10. And that is how you solve rational equations. Now, remember, the only way you can do it when there's more than 2 terms is to multiply by the lowest common denominator.